All right, welcome. We are live. This is Of Mouse and Man. I am Drew. My man, Patches, over here in his own captain seat. Just a couple fellas hanging out. He's got what we like to call puppy privileges. And this is episode 3 of Marvel Midnight Suns. Here on the channel. Hope you can join us. Please like, subscribe, follow along in whatever way you prefer. We appreciate your participation and support. I'll get myself set up here, pull the chat up. We will be off and running in a moment. Get myself set up here. Got our very interesting main character here. All right, let's I had these posters behind me up on the wall yesterday. You may have noticed, and I use those 3M command strips. Cheers. I use those 3M command strips and had them up. Thought I did it successfully, and came back home to find my doggy in the bedroom, very kind of cowering a little bit, and I was wondering what was going on, and it took me a minute to realize that the posters had fallen off the wall. I didn't like stick them on well enough. Command strips are really good if you stick them on like the right way, but it's hard to do it the way they tell you to do it, like where you press on. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but and I'm not going to go on a command strip rant, but you like press them on the wall, and there's like attaching strip, two-sided strips, one of which attaches to the picture, the other to the wall. You're supposed to put it on the wall, then remove the picture. It's all very like hard to do, like they say. It sounds like that might be the best way to do it, but it's very tricky. Anyway, that was my great story there. But we are off and running. We've got a galaxy, multiverse, I don't know, something to save.
You moving to the Forge, Hunter?
Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Meet Robbie in the Forge. Can we change this insane? I mean, where's our wardrobe? You can change outfits as much as you want, but that hair isn't going anywhere.
Salutations.
Captain Marvel just crushing a lift over there. Havens. There are numerous haven locations on the grounds. Once discovered, a haven can be used for a special daytime hangout with the hero where the friendship rewards are increased. Each can be used only once. Each hero can only attend a single haven.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest. Like playing with fire, huh?
Maybe you should be the...
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter. Not much more.
Thanks, Captain. I shall find her. So what is space like?
It's a weird cross between beautiful, deadly, and slightly boring.
Boring? How so?
Space is empty. There's not much to do on that journey but look at the scenery. Even then, it's hard to tell you're actually moving. Kind of like highway driving through Nebraska. Sorry if I'm ruining any romantic notions of space travel.
You ever take a date out to space?
No, no way.
Why not?
I've had awkward car rides that were just 5 minutes. I can't imagine flying a bad date all the way back from Phobos. We're doing this again. Make plans. And my painting was scroll anti-
If you've come to ask me where magic is, the answer is I don't know. She doesn't talk to me very much anymore. She blames me for Wanda. I fear if she doesn't let her go, it will cost us all. Go find her and talk some sense into her, will you? We don't have...
So is she around here or is she somewhere else? Six gloss. This guy seems like he could use some lip gloss.
Fascinating. Doctor, have you seen magic recently?
I'm curious why you would be asking me that. Perhaps I'm just being sensitive, but I get the feeling she doesn't like me very much. I suspect it has something to do with losing Wanda. Sorry I can't help you more.
You would not perchance know where I can find magic?
Sure, just look all around you. The Abbey is literally littered with magic. Can't go anywhere without tripping over some hex or curse.
Right. Thank you, Tony.
We still have so many more movies to show you, like 70s grindhouse flicks.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had our little movie party.
Super easy to hang out with you, Hunter.
Huh. I'm seeing the benefits of sparring.
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. It usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie. This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny. You sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you, until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
I don't like this. Like, I don't know. I mean, they tell you what choice, you know, light side, dark side choice. And if you want to follow the light side, it like sort of robs you of meaningful choice here among the options when you're told which one you have to pick.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus
Bring
more on
home
his
the magic. The poster.
No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Hunter, you're growing on me. I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Hydra helicopter is loading critical supplies down by the docks. The heroes must make sure it is never airborne.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I tried.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area
We serve until the end.
Bonus mission cards. Certain enemies will grant powerful cards when KO'd. Highlight an enemy with the cursor to see the card they grant.
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
I suppose it's something.
cannot possibly match your strength.
I'm on it. Tell him who sent me.
Never surrender!
I will not be so easily defeated.
Actually, it looks like you will be with the amount of damage that you just took on that.
Still not gonna be enough.
You're mine! Make you suffer for that.
They're still not ready to give up?
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your...
You asked for it.
You make that look almost too easy.
I feel great.
The light will heal you. The advantage is mine.
Take this.
For the mother!
I've been waiting for this.
Only add to your penance.
I almost felt that one.
Our Gamma on the move! Coward!
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Is that all? At least Hydra Green is iconic. If you're a low-rent mercenary, I mean. Nice move.
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
Can I get a heal? Because what's-his-face is done for if we can't. Ghost Rider.
You have been judged.
That was something.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Interesting.
Hydra Immortalis! Vengeance fears no one.
Did he survive?
You're wasting your energy.
Taking the shot. Have to do better than that.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
Let's do it.
Now that was something. Our ally requires aid.
Take them out.
Heroes can gain injuries in combat when they take damage. Keep heroes healed and protected. Injuries do not have immediate effects, but will have negative consequences if the hero is brought back into combat while still injured. Interesting.
For years, I was considered a crazed zealot in the Hydra cabal. Obsessed with the old race. But then we detected the convergence of the Midnight Sun.
Tell me about it. Actually, please do not.
What's this?
Leave some for the rest of us.
Many still await my judgment.
When an enemy is knocked back into a drop, they have a chance to be instantly KO'd. Goes up as the health is reduced. Heroes and supervillains cannot be knocked in.
As always. You cannot stop me like that. I could use your aid.
God, I hate how this thing makes the shirt flop over. It drives me crazy. I love this device. I mean, it's a great device, but it's the worst part about it. I guess there's different ways you can attach it so that that doesn't really happen, but
The light will carry you onward. The power of the light.
this is an interesting combination of like a tactics RPG with like a regular RPG, turn-based RPG. Very glad to see a Marvel game with this type of gameplay. It's definitely not what you expect to see, which I appreciate. As a fan of this genre, and yeah. Wait, can we knock him? Let's try our drop here.
Now I see why so many fear your strength. Regroup and focus. No retreat.
To your punishment. Even hell has its limits. Has chosen.
They're repositioning.
So that's how that works.
Regroup and position Tango. For victory.
I approach the end of my time.
Does nothing to him.
do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Accept your fate.
I need a medic here! I am impressed. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. It's not over yet, but it will be if this keeps up. Engaging target! Slow me down.
There's still time for you to run away. Here we go. Not a problem.
Now that was something. That is one way of making your presence known.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
We did it.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
One star. Thought we did kind of good. Hero levels. Mission rewards are tied to hero levels, so as the hunter gains levels in combat, the rewards offered on future missions will improve. Don't worry about leveling every hero. As the hunter's level increases, weaker heroes automatically level up so they don't fall far behind. At higher difficulty levels, all level up faster. Interesting. Few heroes are available to hang out with in the common room. Post-battle hangout. Where's the common room?
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh. It's good to punch Hydra in the face, but they feel like a red herring.
I gotta hand it to us. We made one heck of a mess up there.
Do you find life in the Abbey different than before?
Very much so. I've read more since I arrived here than I did in the past 5 years.
You are a sorcerer. I thought you loved books.
I don't speak of tomes or grimoires, reading for pleasure, an escape from life's harsh realities and myriad travails.
I bet I can guess your preference.
Go on. To what genre am I most partial?
This one is easy.
Oh, and what is the preferred reading material of the Sorcerer Supreme?
Comic books, but only the ones with you in them.
Unequivocally false. Who do you take me for, Wonder Man? The question that most intrigues me is, what if? So much of reality shifts when you alter certain crucial choices. With effort, I can watch these realities play out. But I find alternate realities far less entertaining than the fictional histories imagined by others. Let's...
I'm making a rice bowl. A midnight sun rice bowl. Maruchan Midnight Sun. How many minutes? 4 minutes. Got my one of my favorite sweaters from Disneyland. Love the Disneyland script there. Also, you just have not the Fab Five, but just the boys here. Anyway, hanging out with my boy right here. Oh, he's a cutie. Other way. Frames in the Abbey. Various frames in the Abbey can be interacted with. Paintings can be removed from frames for a small gloss cost. Say that 6 times fast. I can't even say anything fast right now. Gloss cost, gloss cost, gloss cost, gloss cost, gloss cost, gloss cost, gloss cost. So we're just swiping art is what we're doing here? Seems inappropriate. Just a casual art thief.
That is something.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? It's Ghost Rider's Auto Shop.
Good day, Hunter. I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself. At least I can always rely on you to get the job done. Don't sneak up on an old lady like that.
It's my favorite thing to do. open door that appears to have no way to open. Oh. Gotta talk to her.
Why, hello, Hunt.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky, trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You were trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
We should inform the others of any potential danger.
Warn them of what? One of Magic's airy-fairy gut feelings? The Avengers are already unsure of us. I do not need to add to that. Best not say anything until I am better able to articulate it. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
So I thought that was going to be helpful for opening the library door.
Do we have a quarrel?
How's my rice doing here? Bud. Patches.
Intriguing.
How do we open the library door? Library. Uh-oh. Library glitch is the first thing that comes up. But we're supposed to use the words of power. There it is.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet, but I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you.
What is she on about?
I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah, I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
All right, weird lady.
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
Some grim paintings around this place. Agatha's altar, excerpt from Wanda's journal. I have to restore what I've taken from the altar. The damage I've done can only be reversed when all the elemental rods have been returned.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments. Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
June 3rd, 1710. Good day, good year. My appreciation, actually, I don't know. Can't say I don't know. In case you weren't sure, I actually don't know about that. From a personal experience standpoint, lived experience, as they say, or a historical record standpoint, I don't know what occurred in that year or on that day. Let's actually see. This day in history, June 3rd, 1710. State falls within the period of the Great Northern War, where significant battles were happening between Sweden, Denmark, and Russia, so any local skirmishes or troop movements could have occurred on this day, according to AI. But according to our journal, my appreciation and adoration for Agatha has let me... All right, slow down. Has left me vulnerable to feelings I have not known for centuries. I want her by my side, and I wish for her to join me for what we will be facing in the coming years, though I admit that it may be selfish of me to share these risks. I find myself in the very position I once criticized and judged Lilith for, and it brings me shame. As blood descendants, we were not meant to bring children into this world or love another as she did, as I love Agatha. Was I wrong to judge Lilith so harshly, or am I wrong now? It is hard to face. I have found myself wanting to be with Agatha just as Lilith left with Gregor and their child, to have a family, to love and be loved by another. Oh, they had a romance. The Wild Hunt, Mythica Zoologica, through the occurrence of the phenomena, though the occurrence of the phenomenon is widely overreported, there are still well-documented cases of the wild hunt occurring in modern times. If one wishes to hear the hounds of Anwen, as they course overhead, areas of the historic suffering are always an excellent place to start. And as to look upon them is to look upon death itself, best to wait until Selenian illumination is at its lowest point. Okay. Hidden Veil, Gods of Man, Volume 2. The ancient elder god known as Chthon is a malevolent entity capable of untold destruction and ruin. It is a dark force lying in wait, poised to reveal itself and bring about untold horrors. Without Gaia, who currently resides within the Earth, our world and outlying planets would have been consumed long ago. Chester Harding, the Ancestor, 1827. The Blood Dynasty has stood watch for aeons. With each generations, our blades have run red, eons, red with the blood of the fallen as we seek to bring about order. Only the 9 lords of Etherdark stand to challenge the will of the blood family, and they will never relent. So I was just looking for like some goosebumps or something. Cauldron manifest. Odin, I suspect, is quite entertained at this point, knowing the history of Loki's cauldron and the destruction and turmoil that awaits you. I hope this relic lives up to your expectations, and should the need arise for another transfer, I hope to be caught up in various life and death struggles which require my attention. Agatha, I know you to enjoy a good challenge, and you shall have it with this wretched thing. All these chests I can't unlock. Friend? Weren't we over there at Agatha's altar somewhere? It's making me sort of want to check out Agatha on Disney Plus. I know people haven't been so high on it, but I had no idea who it was. Pay some respects.
Grave of Jeremiah Kane, another host of the Spirit of Vengeance. I wonder if he was as conflicted as Robbie is about being a Ghost Rider.
People swimming? Is this a swimming pool? Wow. What a scene. I wish I remember how to change my outfit. I'm ready to mix it up. Not that anything really will change. I mean, I don't know if you can change the actual like look of your character, but I'm pretty committed to this glam look.
She believes in our purpose.
Bud. I don't think my my new apartment community recycles, and it really bothers me, especially because I have a one of those dual-sided garbage cans that let you separate things easily, and I do that. And because I recently just learned about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is like a floating island of garbage, apparently, several feet deep, that is like several times the size of Texas or France or something. Very sad, if that's true. Hunter has increased their arcane levels, successfully using words of power, and that's only one of the garbage patches. The Abbey, grounds, exploring, and even petting Charlie will grant arcane knowledge, which can increase the Hunter's arcane level. At higher arcane levels, Hunter will gain increasingly powerful rewards from the Abbey grounds and arcane chests. I'd love to get any rewards from an arcane chest. You need like arcane tokens to open them, which I don't have. Arcane keys.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Hocus pocus.
Really, that was it? Not some like Latin
You haven't lost your touch,
thing?
dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone.
Fair.
Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly.
What did happen with
In fact,
Wanda?
I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
She looks like a library ghost.
Key?
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Alright, well, I think it's too easy to pick that one. What? I just obtained an arcane key. Get out of here with that. Do I have to open up the one over there? It says I have 0 arcane keys. Where do I get an arcane key? I thought she just gave me one. Oh. Oh no, Michigan lost the lead. I'm watching the basketball game right now. I know everybody's real keen on knowing what's going on with that. Or was that one I was going to open? What did I get? People leaving their food around. It's cool. I guess the butler we don't have will clean it up.
Hunter, hello.
It's my bedroom. Patches. Buddy. Whoa, Dream World?
Can that really be you? After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother! Where did you...
He sleeps in his jeans and tank top
Is that
here.
really her?
Lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
All right, then.
Considering the risk he put himself in to assist us earlier, I'm more than willing to volunteer for any efforts to help Spider-Man deal with the ongoing Venom situation.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Avengers don't have the best track record with autonomous self-learning AI, but at this point, if it gives us an advantage on the battlefield, we use it. End of story.
We are finally getting some decent tech down here. Later.
Tarot card. Watch the shorts. Nova rises up into the starry night sky surrounded by stars that represent the support of his team. This card symbolizes serenity and hope for the future.
Hey, Hunter, when you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room? The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds. Any new leads? Central will crack the code. Great intel. Bad news for the world. Let's fix it. Now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the available hero ops listed on Central. I think I can handle that. Pick your target, Hunter. Thanks, Hunter.
Hydra's goons are getting a little too comfortable for my liking. I think it's time you took them down a notch.
Oh, is that all?
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
Not a problem.
All right, we will have to pick this up next time. Thank you for stopping by. This has been episode 3 of Marvel Midnight Suns for our stream. This is Of Mouse and Man. I am Drew. He is my man Patches. And we will be back soon with more live streams of Disney and Disney-related games. Hope you can join us. Please like, subscribe, follow along, and participate. We love hanging out with you, and we'll see you soon.